problem statement, we have to see about min and max in array. That given our input is array, then output is the find the minimum and maximum elements in the array. First, we have to check the array which number is in minimum and which array is minimum and maximum. You have to first you have to write max, then minimum. First you have to check the initial array, that is 1. You have check both minimum and maximum parallelly. That input is 1, array is 1. Then you have to check 4. The array 4 is greater than 1, means it replace 1 and print 4. Then it check with minimum, it 4 is less than or 1, no, 1 is less than 4, so it will not change. Then it will check with 3, that 3 is greater than 4, no, so it does not update that maximum number. Then it's a check minimum, 3 is less than 1, so let's see here also it does not update. Then you have to move 5. 5 is greater than 4, so it will update 4 and then 5. Then you have to check with minimum number, it will less than 5 is less than 1, so it does not replace. Then 5 is check again, 8 check with 5, 8 is greater than 5, so 5 update, then 8 it replace 8, so minimum number is it does not update. 1 is the less than number with anyone, so you have to check 6. Then 8 is greater than 6, so 8 does not update, so the output of minimum number is 1 and maximum number is 8, so the output of the problem statement is 1 and 8. Let us see the details about in program. In this step, first you have to assign an array, initialize an array, that is int array equal to curly in string 9, 7, 8, 10. Then assume first element, then you have to assume first element as min and max, so int max equal to, start with index position 0, so we write 0 here. Then same condition for min equal to array 0. Then you traverse the array, so now we using for loop here, that is for int I is equal to 1, starting from 1, then it move hover to the array length, so u is here, length is here, then it count the entire digits, so I plus plus. Then we write condition here, that is arrays I, initial values I, then max. Max, we have to check maximum number of in a array, so max equal to array I. Then we have to write a condition again for minimum, so if array of I less than minimum, then minimum is equal to array of I. Now we print the output statement, that is minimum result maximum element array, then print minimum array. Using max min, then we see the output. Yeah, maximum element is in the string 10 and minimum element is 5. Let run the code in Geeks for Geeks, that find the result. Here we alter the code for this page. Now we here you have to declare the return value, so that is res dot add max, then res dot add min, then return result. Now we print the code and see the result. Now submit the output. It exit the time limit, so it print the result. It print the expected output. Your output is 8 1.